Hey guys, what's up? MadSeason here, back with another video for you. With patch 7.3 just 3 days away, there are some things you can do to optimize the launch, earn some gold, and some other things of that nature. This is sort of a preparation guide / new patch tips hybrid video, so let's get into it. The first thing is to make sure that you don't hold on to any Legionfall War supplies. That's because contributing to a building no longer gives you a cache, and the amount of AP you get is getting reduced. I know some people who are saving them for more AP with the new artifact knowledge increase, but it looks like you'll be better off spending those now, or else you'll lose out on both AP and the cache contents including nether shards, order resources, gold, and of course legendaries. In the same vein, don't save any emissary turn-ins because they're resetting on Tuesday. I also know a few people out there who are saving these as well, either hoping for AP or they just thought that new legendaries were coming with this patch. But you don't want to do that because you'll lose them come reset day, so just turn them in before then. Also, another thing is that if your primary means of spending nether shards is the relinquished gear vendor, you want to spend all of those before the patch hits, and that's because this vendor is getting removed with this patch. So, it's your last chance at that Arcano crystal. Note that the Dauntless token vendor will remain there, so you can still get the toys and such that she sells. The next thing is that you want to make super sure that you do at least a Mythic plus 10 this week. This is because they're adjusting the maximum reward you get from your Mythic Plus weekly cache. Currently, for 7.2.5 it's a plus 15, but in 7.3 it's getting changed to plus 10 for an eye level 935 plus piece, which is plus 5 eye levels from the current 930. There was an official developer Twitter post confirming this. The difficulty of Mythic Pluses are being increased in this patch to where the plus 15s now pre-patch are about the same as the plus 10 post-patch. So, if you're not geared to do 15s now, you can still get a cheap max level piece with just a plus 10 this week. Next is, at some point, you're going to want to sell most of your augment runes, and that's because there's a new infinite augment rune that you can buy from the new Army of the Light faction. It does require Exalted, which is going to take a couple of weeks, so don't go too crazy and sell all of the ones you have, but if you have a huge stockpile, you're going to want to sell most of them. Another thing in the gold realm I'd recommend is to pick up a gathering profession for this patch, at least for the beginning. And that's because there's a new herb, ore, and hide on this planet. Whenever a new expansion launches and new gathering materials are released, they're always super good for gold making, and I think it'll be true for this patch as well. People will be scrambling to make the new purple gems, so they want the ore, the new armor, consumables, and so on. So, focusing on gathering these herbs, ores, and skins will be really lucrative if you do it within the first couple of weeks. And you don't have to do it on your main. Getting to Argus just requires a 5-minute intro quest. If you have an extra alt lying around that you don't care about, preferably one with stealth, that's a good choice to throw herbing, mining, or skinning on to use just for farming. And the last gold thing I'll say is that now is a good time to start leveling alts. For those who don't know, a long-term, low-effort way to make gold this expansion is to level up an alt and just use them to run gold missions in your order hall. The main thing that's slowing that down right now is that it takes forever to level up your followers' eye levels. But in the next patch, we're getting catch-up mechanics for those. We're getting these tokens that instantly bring them up to 900, which is huge. These gold missions can get up there, and if you have all of your followers leveled, I've seen them as high as 2500 gold each, and you can even just do them in the mobile app, it's so easy. You can keep them supplied with order hall resources using the bind on account caches from Ilnea Bloodthorn and Dalaran, or those instant complete world quest abilities for the following classes. And with heirlooms now scaling to 910 and the demon invasions, leveling alts is a breeze now. It is a fair amount of effort at first for the leveling stage, but in the long run it's really good and easy. And even easier in 7.3. It's especially useful if you're like me and you have a backlog of 100s from the Warlords of Draenor expansion. And moving on to the more minor stuff here, another thing you should probably do is save your Suramart chain if you haven't done it already. The new artifact knowledge cap is getting increased to 55, and you automatically get these levels on a weekly basis. The Suramart chain gives a huge amount of artifact power, and you can maximize that if you wait until you level your knowledge. I do recommend still unlocking the disguise in the city and the portals because it just makes things easier, but you can do that pretty early on in the quest chain so you don't waste too much AP. I'll have links to the specific quests in the description if you have trouble tracking them down. The next thing isn't really tied to the release of the patch, but it's a time-sensitive thing that might sneak up on a lot of you, so I thought it was worth mentioning. Something you can do starting on the 3rd of September is to start grinding tickets for the new Darkmoon Dirigible mount. You get this from the Dark Moon Fair, which starts on the first Sunday of each month and lasts for a week, and it costs 1,000 Dark Moon prize tickets. You get these tickets from a variety of sources, carnival games, one-time quests, etc. I have a video for that focuses on the best way to farm those tickets, and I'll have a link to it in the description if you're curious. And that's about it. I hope you found at least a few of these tips helpful, and I'll see you in 7.3. I hope you found the video helpful, like it if you liked it, and thanks for watching. Peace.